So here we have a new machine out of the box and on the bench. I'm now going to walk you through the simple setup process. The first thing we need to do is fill the 4-litre water reservoir. I'm often asked what is the best water to use for your machine. The main thing to remember is not to use overly purified or filtered water, including rainwater. This will have a negative effect on the machine. The next step is very important. Once you have filled the water reservoir, you are now able to turn the machine on. On the on-off switch, be sure to turn it to position 1 first. You will hear the pump activate, which fills the boiler. Once it finishes, you are now able to turn it to position 2, which will activate the element. While the machine is heating up, I'd like to talk you through some more of its features. The handle here we call a group handle. This is the filter basket here. Here we have the group head, your steam arm with a steam nozzle, your hot water tap with the hot water nozzle. The lever here activates the brewing cycle. You pull up to brew your espresso and you push it down to release. On the top left hand corner of the machine you have your pressure gauge, which is your boiler pressure, and on the top right hand of the machine you have your pump pressure gauge. On the top of your machine there are 3 lights. The top right hand side there is a green light indicating the machine is on. The light to the left of that, when it is on, indicates your water reservoir is empty. On the top left hand side of the machine the light will turn orange when the element is on. I'd now like to help you understand the importance of a grinder. You've brought yourself a fantastic home espresso machine. I'd like to encourage you to purchase a comparable grinder. The reason for this is freshly roasted coffee only lasts about 3 weeks. Freshly ground coffee only lasts about 10 minutes. This is why we need to grind our coffee immediately before brewing our espresso. We're moments away from brewing great espresso. Before we do that, we need to purchase our coffee. So, where do we purchase our coffee and what do we look for? There are 2 things to consider. Number 1, you're buying whole beans because we've got a grinder. And number 2, to look for a roast date on the bag and not a use by date.